Hi, this is Barry,
This is Shepard.
and this is a Play With Us session for Bone Wars. Bone Wars is an interesting game where you get to go back in history to the beginnings of paleontology. The subtitle of the game is The Game of Ruthless Paleontology. It's all about these interesting figures, real people, from the beginning of the field, and many of the unethical things they did. In the beginnings of their discoveries of dinosaur bones across the U.S., and as well as understanding what paleontologists actually do to compare visually dinosaur bones. It's called comparative fossil anatomy. But let's get on with the game. The game starts by separating out the cards into three piles. One are the player character cards, and one are the light orange deck and the dark orange deck. First, we'll pick our player. Pick who your player character is going to be.
I'm Edward Drinker Cope.
Cope, and I am Othniel Charles Marsh. You'll notice at the bottom of the card, each character has a special power. Mine says I start the game with 2 prestige points, which we'll talk about in a moment.
Mine says may keep 2 bone cards at the end of a turn, which we'll also talk about in a moment.
You'll also notice there's numbers all around. These are the prestige points. A standard gameplay ends when someone at the end of a round has 11 prestige points. So I start with 2 prestige points, so I start more prestigious. Sometimes it's good to use little chits. Do we have those dinosaur bones?
No.
Okay, so it's good to use some objects, maybe a coin or something. Don't have any coins. Okay, so then the 2 piles here are the dark brown. These are our bones. Head bone. Here's another head bone. Here's limbs. And you'll see they have different colors. So these are both head bones, but they're different colors. One's red and blue. That'll be relevant later. And there's features on the bottom. Again, that'll be relevant later. The other ones are event cards. Event cards usually have in the upper left-hand corner either the word controversy, museum, or field season. And in reverse order, those are the rounds we go through. We start each round in field season, and then when field season's done, we go to museum, and then when that's done, we go to controversy. And you can only use these cards during their time. That's pretty much the basics of the game structure. So we start the game, each getting 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we each get our bones, and then we get our event cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of the round, we can keep up to 4 event cards, but at the same time, we have to get rid of our bone cards. Right? So that's how the structure works. So we'll decide. I'm going to say Shepard will go first. So he's looking right now to see what he has for his event cards. I wouldn't reveal this to him, but all of mine are museum cards. So I can't do anything during the field season. And then we'll see what happens later. So let me know when you're ready, Shepard.
Okay, can I play a field crew card during the field season?
Yeah, no, so field crew doesn't say field season, but it should. It's a card you can place next to your character, and it protects you from things I might do. However, I also might have a card that lets me steal it from him.
Okay.
So we can start with that. All right, so you just put it there, and that one just stays on the table no matter what.
Passive buff, if you will.
So you can only play 1 card at a time, so it would be my turn. Do I have anything for field season? I don't. Back to you, Shepard. Do you have anything for field season?
Nope.
Okay, if he did, he can do as many as he wanted now. So now we move on to the museum phase. So the field season is when you collect your bones, usually. Museum is when you put your bones out. Now, to put them out, you need a name card, which is a type of event card. So I have I can't pronounce it, this type of dinosaur. It has a color, and it tells me things about the head, the limbs, and the vertebrae. But right now, all I have to do is put down any bones I want of any color. I just can't put down more than 1, so I can't put down 2 limbs. So we'll see what Shepard does first. Shepard, what would you like to do? Do you want to start building your dinosaur collection, or do you have museum cards to play?
I would like to start building my exhibit.
Okay.
So I have a Camptosaurus.
Now, he has to do 2 things. He has to put down at least 2 bones and 2 different types of bones.
Okay. And a vertebrae and a head.
All right, so we'll put it at the top, the vertebrae and the head. There's some interesting stuff that can happen, but we'll get to that in a bit. Let's put him over here just so they can be seen like that. All right, so he did one action. He put down cards. Now, for every bone he puts down, he gets 1 prestige points. So how many prestige points do you have now?
2.
2. He gets 2, matching me. I am also going to put down a dinosaur name card. I'm going to guess this is the... I'm not going to guess it. I'll get it wrong. I'm going to put down a limb.
Coelophysis.
Coelophysis. It's a coelophysis. Thank you. And a vertebrae. That also gives me 2. I move up to 4. Your turn, Shepard. Anything else you want to do in museum phase?
Can I put down another name card?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'll put down that and another head and a vertebrae, Diplodocus.
Diplodocus. Vertebrae and head. Okay. I'm going to play a poor preparation card. So play this card on one of your opponents. That player must immediately discard 1 bone card. However, I'm not going to play that card because I see he's already put out 4 cards. So he doesn't have any. What else can I do? I have one that says... no, I'm going to skip that. I will say I'm done with my part of the museum phase. Do you want to do anything else in the museum phase? Nope. Now we move on to the controversy phase. Now during controversy phase, you can either play controversy event cards, or you can revise your own or other people's dinosaurs. And we'll explain how that works in a moment. What would you like to do?
Nothing.
All right. So I'm going to revise. Now, if I revise any bones associated with Shepard's dinosaurs, I get a point, but he also loses 1 as well. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to add a limb. Now, during this phase, the colors have to match. So his Camptosaurus is kind of this dark red. These limbs are dark red. He has no limbs here. These are vertebrae and head, so I can just add it. All right?
I'm going to play Public Feud.
Oh, no! What does that do?
I still lose prestige, but you don't gain any. So
okay, so I don't get
I go down to 1, but you don't gain 1.
I don't gain 1. Okay. And now I have another one, which is a vertebrate card. And then when you're done with the card, just put it underneath.
Sure.
Now, I could put the vertebrate card on one of his if it was this light green. It isn't. But if he already has a vertebrate card, let's pretend this one was a proper match, I would look at the description of the features on the bottom. And for me to be able to put it down, it has to be the same color as a dinosaur, and it has to have the features more exact for what the name card requires. That's not going to happen now because I don't have one of the color. I'm done with controversy. Are you done with controversy?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to turn my bone in, so I don't get to keep these bones at the end, but I could choose to keep up to 4 of these event cards. I'm going to just keep 1 of them. And we've now start the second round. Now, if one of us had 11 points, this is when that person would win. They wouldn't win earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This game is better played with 3 or 4 people because lots of different things can happen. And now everything we just did, we do again. But now we have dinosaurs in our exhibits that are growing. Museum. All right, you can go first again. What do you got for us?
I'm going to play this thing. Government backing lets me draw another bone card.
Ooh, nice.
That's not a bone card. Okay, here you go.
I actually have nothing to do right now. Is there anything else you want to do during field season?
I'm going to put this guy into play. Ace Collector lets me draw 2 extra bone cards each turn I have it in play.
Oh, wow. That's nice. That one stays. Okay. So that's the if you have it in the beginning of the round.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you're going to do?
Nope.
During field season? Okay. So now we're in the museum phase.
Your turn? Or...
No, you always,
okay.
always starts with you again. So during museum, he can play a museum card, or he can put down a new dinosaur exhibit.
I am going to put down Parasaurolophus.
Paracephalosaurus.
Whoops.
He's adding a head to it and a vertebrae. He's making sure they're the same color.
Yep.
So you get 2 more points on that one.
Up to 3.
I think you should have more points. Did you take your points for these 2 before?
No, I didn't.
So you got 2
So-
for here, then 4. You
Down
drop one down
one.
to 3,
Yes.
then 4, 5.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to play a Triceratops. I'm going to give it a head. Oh, actually, I only have 2 heads. I cannot put that one down, which is a shame because I had a museum card that would give me an extra prestige point when I did that. So instead, I'm going to play Dinosaur Trackways. These say fossil at the top. Fossils you just play by themselves. You don't add to it. No one can revise them. I'm playing Dinosaur Trackways, and I'm moving up to 5. Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to play Deinonychus with
Wow, you got lots of stuff.
limbs and a head.
All right, you get 2 more.
Up to 7.
Let's see, what am I going to do? Oh, I forgot to play my card before to make you lose your bones.
Mhm.
But I have a Coprolite card. Dino Poop. That's also a fossil. I get another point. I move up to 6. Anything else you want to do during museum phase?
Can I just add to an exhibit that's already in the field?
Nope,
Or?
that you have to do
Okay.
during the controversy.
Okay. Then no.
Let's move to controversy.
Now I can?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to add limbs to this guy.
So you can revise your own. You don't lose points. You just gain 1.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to see what I could revise of Shepard's. My head card matches the same colors as Deinonychus. His head is the wrong color, so I can just replace it right away. But if it was also blue, I'd have to look at the features on the bottom. Instead, I get 1 and you lose 1.
Yep. Down to 7.
I'm moving up to 7. Your turn.
Okay. Nothing that I could do.
And nothing I can do. That now ends this round. We can keep the name cards, but we put the bones back under. Do you have any bones to discard?
Nope.
Do you have any event cards you want to keep up to 4?
I have 0 in my hand.
Okay. And we keep going like this until someone has 11. That is how the game works. Good luck.